Hello there, welcome to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. In my last video, I told you I was going to tell you about a couple of crazy things that happened in my life. The first one was about the first week of high school, how I got turned around inside inside the high school, got lost, and almost ended up having to walk home from school for about 10 miles. But next one is a little bit fun. It combines both the most boring Christmas of my life with a crazy cruise that my parents went on back in '85 when I was 14. All right, okay, back in 1985, my mom won a cruise to the Bahamas at her company's Christmas party. So while she was planning it, she told me that I had to come up, well, up here where I live now. We lived in Virginia then. I had to come up here and spend the week with my sister, Julie. But there was just one thing. Oh, right, I can't remember whether it was right before or after Thanksgiving. Because of a hurricane in Florida, Moorefield got a lot of rain there, resulting in flooding. And because of that, the town was just about wiped off the face of the map, so there would be nothing to do up here. But I told Mom, come on, Mom, let me stay here with Lori, my other sister, because there's absolutely nothing to do up there because Moorefield was just about gone. And she said, oh, I'm not letting you stay here with Lori. You know how irresponsible she is. I got a story about that I might tell sometime about how I got hurt, how she got hurt because of her. So Mom said it's not going to kill you if to be up there a week. Go to the library and check you out a couple books to read, and if you got homework, because that was my freshman year of high school, if you got homework, take it with you and work on it. So because of that, we went up there. It was the most boring Christmas of my life because, well, you can only watch so much TV, listen to so much radio, and read so much because there was nothing to do here because the town was essentially gone. It took them, I don't know how long it took them for to rebuild here. So let's get to the fun part. Mom and Dad had to take a flight from Dulles to Miami to catch the cruise ship. While they were on the flight, their dad figured out that he didn't like flying. Mom told me, well, the longer the flight went, the greener he got. The longer the flight went, the guy that was in the aisle next to them was drinking more. She said if your dad was a drinker, he probably would have joined him. But they made it to Miami, got on the cruise ship. Actually, they had a pretty good time. Got back. It was New Year's. They got back to Miami. When they got off the boat, Dad said, I'm not, you can fly home if you want to. I'm not. So, since it was New Year's, they had, they went to look for a rent a car. Like I said, since it was around New Year's, the only thing they could find was a U-Haul truck. And one of the larger ones. So they went bopping down the highway in a big U-Haul truck with just themselves and their two pieces of luggage. They went down the highway from Miami back down to Fairfax to get the car, and they came back up here to Moorefield to get me. So, one more funny thing. So we got home that evening. I can't remember when it was. Maybe 8 or 9 o'clock there. I was totally exhausted and disgusted about what had happened the past week. So I put some of my stuff away and then I went to bed. Back then when I was a kid, I was a pretty sound sleeper. I could sleep through anything and I had this bad habit of losing track of time. Like I could go to bed at 9 o'clock, fall asleep at 10 after 9, wake up at 10:30 and think it was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So I wake up sometime, having to go to the bathroom. I get up through my sleep-induced haze. I still half asleep. I go to the bathroom, which was right across the hall from my bedroom. I notice that it's closed. It's usually left open. I think, Mom still has, whatever. So I open the door and get hit by a blast of steam, and I start screaming. And out of the steam, wrapped in a towel, is Dad. He's yelling, "What's the problem?" What had happened was, well, the house I grew up in, the only heat we had was a wood stove. So my sister Lori, who stayed there for most of the week there, I think she went off to stay with friends, decided to make a fire, but somehow she put the piece of wood in either too big or in the wrong way, and somehow the stovepipe got loosened. So Dad had to straighten that out, and he got covered with soot and ashes, and he had to take a shower to clean up. Oh, that is a pretty funny story. I like thinking of it when I need something to laugh about. So I hope you enjoyed it as well. So take care.
Thank you for watching this video. You can contact me via email at billydelaudder@gmail.com or find me on Facebook and Threads. Also, consider checking out my Patreon for more content.